And, oh, can you take all that stuff off with that button?
All right, you're good.
All right, conversation.
So we have to Jackpot continuously, but
Show us. You don't know how to do it. Let's see. Yeah, well, we need a better computer guy. Let's get Steven over here. He'll know how to use it. Let's see what we got.
Just started the game. Just started the game. How do you?
New game export settings. New game. Let's do that. Set up a position. There we go.
So I was just trying to.
Okay.
That's a checker. Like a checker. White checker. What if I go white checker? I throw one there. Start white checker. Black checker. What does that mean?
Okay, well, that's white. There you go.
Okay. Touch it. Yeah, there's three there. Three on the. What do you do this?
Give me a hammer then.
Yeah. Like hammer on the board.
All right, Marty's getting it.
Yeah. Okay, so I knew it was some kind of.
I'll be back in half an hour when you get it all set up. I gotta go to the restroom.
What is this? I can't think that. How do you go back here?
so I need this.
Well, I think they have.
Can we do that during lunch?
Come on. It's like, it doesn't take me into it. Cube over. Cube! Oh, there, I did it. Okay. And. Black clay. Now. Here. Here. Generating hints, 21 to 1 hit. So this, what is this, an evaluation? Okay, this is the loose hit. The loose hit is the top. And coming out here, there's bad. It looks like that. All right, that's the hint. That's the hint, but I want the analysis. I don't want the hint.
No, they don't have an analysis.
I don't want
on this version.
Okay, so it says loose hit.
Okay.
16 and 8, it says. But that's like, I don't know what level of analysis that is.
That's like a, I think that's a 3-5 or something. Let's see, so, then 21 to 16 to 6 to 1 with 2, so switching points. The second best. The second two
What
best.
does it say 2? What is I 2? Maybe that's.
Yeah. So it's not, you know.
Oh, and we only get 2 points.
No, I think it costs $10, doesn't it? To get to this, where you gotta pay them like $30. there's a free app, and then you can pay $10 and you can have it. What's this 5 times 2? The times 2 on the 5 on the dice. Is that the 2 buyers?
It means, it's doubles. I have no idea what it means. X2, I have no
When I
idea.
get back down, we'll watch.
What's this?
I. Let's see where you're gonna go. Think. Mobile help. The extended. Oh, the extended. There is a description of what.
Oh, now there's a 3 on
Yeah,
that.
make a 3. How do you, if you have the extended hint, turn on and set it, so somebody.
So we gotta go in the back of the settings and do that.
I'll save you. Yeah, okay.
That's gonna, then finally it's gonna realize that my play is right.
Yeah, well, if you get something 4 ply.
It's gonna change from a blunder to a best play.
Now, I have to go right, okay.
Settings. Oh, she's getting it. Let's change this right here.
Extended hints.
There you go. Turn it on. Oh, it's on. It says it's on.
Well, how do you get to it? If it's on.
Well, let's see. What does it say? Hit that home button. Manual dice.
Back. And then I touch something and it doesn't take it. It doesn't like it. I have to, I just have to,
You're
I
sensing patience.
if I touch it, like really, I touch it.
It's like a mood
It
ring,
should,
Marty.
it should.
You're supposed to have a
Take my
warm
input.
feeling in your fingers.
Oh, I watched.
Now look at this, see here, times 2 times 2. Oh, it's doubles? Oh, that's what it is, when you roll doubles. It's 2 times each. That's what that means. It's not giving an
turned on.
extended hint. Yeah, it's turned on.
If it's
Maybe
turned
that's it.
on.
Okay, put that. What was
Maybe
it?
it's not.
It is on.
So,
Yeah, it's on. That's on. Off button.
Game mode. Well, no, regular. Is probably right. Well, here's what we do. Say, okay, so done. And now I'm gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna reboot. See, if we reboot, maybe it'll pick it up.
All right.
Done.
Man, I have a thumb button. That was the one I did.
No, I can't. Okay. 2.
Why are we getting on 2?
It should be obvious what to do. It shouldn't be so hard. That's right. Yeah, you're looking at fun.
Yeah. The sense is present. It's like a mood ring. Your fingers have to be in the right temperature zone. Coat stuff out.
I'm embarrassed to ask my question since.
Why? You just had a better play
This is
than
my
everybody.
16. Everybody's hands. Double ones. Yeah. Pretty strong points. My opponent has 6 off. My opponent is at 8 and I managed to 13.
Don't really need a big, any probability.
Double C8.
Don't really
So
need
I
a
dropped and I'm behind 5 to 3 and I managed to
Mary said it's like 6.4. I think.
One away,
It's 9 away.
1 away, 10 away.
Oh, it's 10 away? Oh, so now it's down
Isn't it 10
to
away?
4%.
You said 12 to 3.
Yeah. That is 10 away. 10 away. So that's more like it's going to be 4%.
Yeah, I think you have a problem here. You also have
Yeah, 2 checkers closed out. You would almost have that.
yeah. I think
You win those 3%.
yeah, I think you should break because the way you win this is there's 2 ways. Okay, one way is to get the sky and then win from there, which is always easy. And the other way is to, he's hitting and bearing it off. So that, I think together, it's
I like your redouble.
it's good result. Everyone can agree on that.
I should have forgotten. Anyway,
My cat might not agree on that.
it kind of.
So now here's the question, the acid question is you own the cube on 2 and you sent it over to 4. What was that position looking like? You made the cube on 4. So you have to go back. This is how I think I got when I got good. It was when I was in the fire department. And I tore my Achilles tendon. And so I was off for 6 months, and so I drove to LA for the tournament 2 times a week. And usually at the end of the night, you've lost your last match. So I would have time all the way 2 hours to overcome the first half an hour how unlucky I was. And the last hour and a half, I would sort of analyze mentally the position. Well, what if I went back, before that cue? What did I do wrong? And not learn stuff that way. Okay. So you can't remember what. You own the cube on 2, but you were down 6-3, so you should have been sending over early 4 cubes anyway, right? So you should be.
Did you win the game or not? That's the question.
No. How do you turn this off so we can save your battery? This button.
I think I'm going to go and eat something.
Oh, you just got to close the flap, right? Karen, is this yours? That shuts it off.
All right, well, good.
Okay.
Thank you for.
I've never looked at this, so I didn't-
No, you don't have to.
But this was in, I told my son,
No, there went 3,500. You were getting 15 anyway. Well, actually, it's more than that. When you consider that, you're playing for another 5,000 in the finals, right?
something like this. I thought it was essential to make this one. I don't know. Things change. It all came from making this point. If I hadn't made that point, I would have been very.
Then you can have spares on these
there.
points. Yeah, that.
And then at this point, I lost the. I think I actually got
Yeah, well, that's happened 90% of the time. You're bearing up against the 8th point, so everybody's.
The question was, why was I so eager with this when he was still at,
Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, I wasn't there, but I'll tell you why. All right, because you had guys out here and you had a 5 prime, and we're all used to that. And you're not very down. And so, I don't know, you roll a 16, you sound like this, and that's how long it took. okay? Because you defaulted into that, because you wanted to. It's a big fish syndrome, all right? It's not enough to just win. You have to win fast. You gotta get instant gratification, you know. So like you're anxious to get this over with so you can collect your money. And you mentioned the 5,000 euros a few times now. Okay, so that was a big deal for you. It wasn't such a big deal. It wasn't such a big deal to play good. It was a big deal to get your 5,000 euros. So you did this fast. This is what you did fast. Now, you know, and then in retrospect, you're thinking, well, why didn't I just, you know, start playing to get some spares in here and make it? But either way, you're not. It doesn't make you immune to leaving a shot when you're bearing off against an 8-point game. You know, so you can beat yourself up. It probably didn't cost much in the big picture, but well, I don't have to be there to know that you made that in a flash. Okay, so because I got a 5 prime, oh, I can make 6 prime, you know, and that's it. And there, you don't want to think when you're trying to. It's like I used to do a lot of this.
What's the safest way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, whatever. We just don't, and that's a real human thing. We're just always defaulting into whatever, you know. And the tendency is to speed up the closer you get. I can see the finish line, and I got to get there.
You like the shirt?
And so the thinking gets put on the back burners.
Microsoft, Windows 10.
Well, you know, we just do a lot of fishing. You know, everybody wants to catch the big one, but there's always a million stories about the big one that got away. And the reason is that wow, you're still staring at the water. Okay, you got more than that, must be a big one. So now you start some anxiety starts to build because you really have to get this, you know, whatever you're hoping it's whatever kind of fish you're fishing for, not a shark or whatever. Well, anyway, now you at some point, you know, when it gets 3 feet down, you can see what it is, and you know, oh, it's a big halibut, you know, so I want to get that. That's what the tendency is. You know, it's just right there. All I got to do is lift them a little bit more, and you know, about the same time you can see the fish, that fish can see the boat, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, the tendency is, well, people want to get that upper half, and they tighten the drag, so they lift, and the fish comes up to the bait. And the fish sees the boat and makes one last desperate whatever and snaps the line. Now, if you had just get in, gone opposite tendency, instead of tightening the drag, you loosen it. It's like the other way.
Yes.
Then you see the boat, it goes like this, and he pulls out some of the line, and exhausts his last energy, and the next thing you know, he's floating up. But if you gave him an opportunity, so, you know, that last bit of energy, big fish, shaking the hand, and snaps the line. So that's a big one.
Okay, yeah, you have all the way up until Saturday.
I can make the six. No, you didn't think about was there anything possibly better than that, but if you lose this game, you're going to be talking about it 2 months later in Charlotte, saying, well, how would it have been if I had just not tried to do that and brought my spares in nice, you know?
Anyway, somebody said that's the way people would tell the story.
If you'd rather, see, you're already entered in May. If you'd rather change that.
Everybody can believe that. Well, in there, but I don't think, you know, in the big picture.
Well, see, what would
But,
it
you know,
do?
the utility of the six
Take you out of the main, play club.
is not nearly so much as when there's 2 guys up there, because he's going to stay out until you crack that anyway. And then also, once he gets his guys in, if you have that, he's got to play a 6 down there. And as soon as he does, now 6 is crack. It's the lower number. All right, so there's no use in that except that it stops him from coming out and another 18 bits of time. But I
Saba.
think, anyway, it'd be more useful to go back and find, hey, it's better to go back over the screen.
So how about
Find some position where you keep that point, you say
right now,
or you know, some point where you had a little bit of a lead, gonna hit it loose inside like your nice play that you did with the number 5. Because you protected your lead, you didn't do that, and so then he anchored up there and he saved again when he hit a shot from the ace point. And if you had played a little stronger, you would have had 2 points and that were ended the match right there. And then, the last 4 games where he caught up, and this indignity happened. Come to pass. Yeah, and I don't think Monte Carlo streams. I don't know if they're stream and stuff. Yeah, but that really goes against the brand when you play for 5,000 euros. Everybody wants to get it done. We all had, but sometimes those a lot of times I see people like say this. And you have something like this. And, the one thing I found when I make a lot of mistakes
yes, but the way
we're all for it too. And people tend to do this 4 and 2 because they don't want to let them out with the 6. And that makes some sense, but the computer's doing this kind of stuff. Now it's got a lot of spares. And go ahead, see if you can roll a 6. You know, we imagine that the guy's going to get a 6 and then he's going to be able to hold that gun and game later. You know, we don't imagine that. Oh shit, I'm stripping myself on my outside 3 points and I'm liable to have some problems bringing this in.
You're the Jeff. Who's the other one?
Which is rather. So I find that the computer does this kind of thing. Why is it letting me out? And then these kind of games go weird, you know, how you play Sean's up and playing this game, the guy's in Zab over 5-4, okay, and barely, and then, you know, he rolls double 6s, and you still practice and roll for 3, and then he does something, you know, and these guys, now he rolls 3-2, and it just continues to go, you know, skyrocketing down. You're like, yeah, there's not that much to worry about. You're liable to crunch anyway. Imagination is possible.
And if I do this,
You might get out, yeah.
no, you might hit, you might not want to get out. When I get those guys already, you want to keep them back there. You gotta say until he gets in.
Well, the thing is, you know, that's a potential thing that, potential is something, and that's our imagination. Okay, what if he gets in and then he gets the second guy in and then, you know, he rolls a 6-3? You know, because you're imagining that you're going to have bots that are going to play against that kind of stuff.
You want me to get you registered soon?
It's just, you know, I'll just do this and that's the insurance policy and do that. But the thing is, what you wanna be doing with this kind of position, it's not so much, I'm not, that's gonna be a negligible thing. If it was wrong, it was wrong, that's so little, it doesn't make a difference. You can go back and find 5 other things where you blew the match. Okay, this didn't blow it. It's just the rest of the story. They left the shot later. Maybe, maybe it was better not to hit one of these guys. There's another that was, oh well, I don't have to hit that. If this guy was in over here, then as soon as it rolls down, then he starts going here, and then this is south of the border by the time you leave the shop. And then it's a happy ending. Okay? So, and maybe it was like this, you roll 4, and then you look around with the 2, maybe this was the 2. And now he stayed out until, so he held this.
Okay.
And if it's, 4 chickens, then you do something like that. Let him hit, to see who ends up. So I mean, there might even been, it might have been 3 mistakes earlier in this game. Like, how do I end up with 2 guys on the roof there? Thank you. Meant for, it feels safer to hit 2 guys because then you can't lose right now. But if I, if I second shift, I need to roll 1 6 in the bar. So what? Okay, he's still got 4 guys, 3 guys behind a 5. Okay. But that's only when we're talking about 17. We're avoiding that in the big picture, down the road. The game's on the line is when you're bearing off against the ace point and he has a good board. And you're leaving the shot there 90%. So why not, the idea here is leave the blocks when you choose to leave them. Not when the dice it's like this. The die is chaos or whatever. In this situation, it's much more gray. It's not so. Once you from the bar here, that's not going to be. I'm not going to be very happy about that. But it only happens one time. So you're also allowed to roll, ace or 2, and back, and the thing is, it's 16 times out of 17. So you don't have to play unless he rolls a 6, 7, 8, 1 shot, and I fan, and then he picks up all these guys and gets all that out without me ever doing anything. That's the way Mamlet moves. Well, yeah, I don't know. This could have been negative. When it's like this, what you want them is to have that guy and get this one in fast. As you made that, this stuff has to start moving. He has to start playing until he rolls 2 aces out here, and then he's not playing it.
That is super. Using the tablespoon as blankets.
No. I'm just saying that, instead of focusing on how you pour it or whether or not you make the bar, that really is just we put that particular play, and you can go back and find that, which you can. But if you could, at the worst, that's going to be like a 0.02, 0.015. In the big picture, it's just, it's not like, the last letter of the guy's signature on the portrait. The idea is to transport yourself back in time to that time when you doubled them out when you were too good, or whatever, It might be a 0.20. This is something that we can fix.
6:15, you sent it. Yeah. So that's 5:15, because we had a deposit already. Oh, you got a room number?
The 403.
Karen?
You want my cell number too?
It's changed. I got your cell phone, it's 447.
No, let me check.
5, 6. Well, it's only 5.
I trust you, don't worry. You made a mistake.
That's a bad thing, Sam.
No, I know you paid me. I'm not worried about it.
Speak for the hamburgers, good.
Danny gets those all the time.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I'm gonna get my cookie to Sal's kids. Where's that?
Yes, thank
No, I love Sal, anything for Sal. He saves my life better than me. All right, where's Sal? See, you got me to get into the higher price bracket.
okay, 5.3.
Here, this is for your children. Now, share them. I'll buy some. Those are free. Can I buy 2 more?
Come on,
One more?
2 more what?
One more cookies, that's 2 points.
Just kidding.
No, I'm not even,
I'll
not,
give you another cookie.
not pay for it. How much is it?
I can't sell, these cookies are priceless, there's not enough money in the world for these
Thank
things.
you. I'm gonna let
But there are enough people that
Give me my cookies for your son.
$7.
Yes, sir. She can be. Let me just.
Oh, okay.
Good match. Super pure. Thank you.